Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Waseca County. We're here on the map. We're at our silage pit. And I see we got some viewers popping in. Thank you all for joining me today. I've got to do another click or two here just to make sure I got everything up and going. You know, it's never a good start if you don't have all the different things up and running. But we're here. We're live. We got some, yeah, our silage is starting to ferment. I know it's chaff, you know. It's still silage. Yeah, we got 2.5 million liters of silage here. We're pretty level across the top too. Spent a lot of work trying to get this thing all compacted out. So let's get this case out of the way. Need to move everything back around. Got things kind of in the way over here. Go ahead and drop that off. There we go. And before I forget again, I need to get some baling done before we skip on to October. I've been putting that baling off, considering it's just me over here doing things, and AI does not like to take care of that type of stuff. Let's go get our baling done. Hope you guys are having a good morning this morning. I got my coffee. It's nice and hot. Yep, there's soybean field number 1. It's looking pretty good. Cajun, welcome in. I've got messes of equipment all over the place. Holy buckets. Where's my baler? Thought my baler was over here. Oh, thank you there, Cajun. I just had to, flip the cover up on it. I knew I was forgetting something. Let's see, we got a K brand baler. HIJK. Where's it at? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Thanks a lot, buddy. We already got a tractor on it, so do I want to use that tractor though? It's the Case Pro. No, it is the Magnum. Yeah, what the heck. Alright, let's get this baling done. We've been putting it off way too long. And that's gonna bug the crap out of me leaving that strip there. Not gonna lie. So how's your trucking business going there, Cajun? I saw you were on yesterday doing a whole bunch of ATS trucking. I need to get back in that game sometime. I also need to buy the Iowa map. Yeah, it certainly does. And for this trucking empire you're doing, are you doing the realistic side of the trucking, or are you back to the normal gameplay? I know some people like playing the, what is it, the realistic economy. Oh, so it actually, there's a, plus it ranks you among all the drivers that are on the Truckee app. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people that are able to play that thing 7 days a week, 10, 12, 14 hours a day. So they can get a lot of work accomplished to get their ranking up. So it shows like a gross amount and net amount after everything. Okay, that's pretty cool. Even takes out all taxes and expenses. Huh. Yeah, pretty soon Cajun's gonna have a entire trucking setup set up in his house for his streaming side. He'll have a Peterbilt cab and seat, air ride suspension. With one of those big old tall shifters, you know. Do it. I know money's tight. It's tight for me too, so I wish I could get a dedicated rig set up for my steering wheel and all that stuff, but Christmas is around the corner and that costs a lot of money and I got other things to pay for. May just buy a truck, yeah. Yeah, I was reading, I was, just scrolling through my Facebook this morning, and I don't know if I can actually pull that back up, but I saw an article about how the state of Wyoming's cracking down, and they're actually inspecting a lot of semis and drivers that are coming through here. And there's a third of them that either have unlicensed passengers, not that don't have a CDL and they're supposed to be a co-driver or something like that, or the actual driver themselves are unlicensed, as in they don't have the CDL certifications. I just read the headline on it. I didn't get into the deep dive, but yeah, I think states are starting to crack down on a lot of these drivers that aren't properly licensed. Simulator YouTube, welcome in. Well, and you see it where, unfortunately, naming a company here, Swift, there's these big companies out there that are just desperate for drivers, so they're fast tracking people through the program, and unfortunately, these people don't have the proper training, don't have the proper certifications, and yeah, it's rough, The demand in our country is so great for goods and services that, these companies don't have to do some shady things in order to make sure that they meet their quotas and their end goals, And thank you for the subscription there, Simulator YouTube. Greatly appreciated. We're just trying to get all of our fields baled up. Been putting this job off long enough. I don't need the field per se right away, but you know, we can't leave the straw on the ground and let it go to rot. Excuse me a second. There we go. You know, it's that time of year again where the cold weather, hot weather changes, messes with people's sinuses and allergies. So I got a little bit of a nasal congestion going on. Just in time for the holidays, you know? Take some Dayquil. Yeah, and I mean, you know, I'm taking a couple of different allergy meds. I've taken Dayquil in the past, and it's one of the things that it's not affecting any other part of the body other than I just have this little bit of congestion going on. So, and chatting with the wife about this, you know, what's going on, and you know, her being in the healthcare profession, she knows a little bit more than I do about the stuff. A lot more than I do. So, not that I'm following a doctor's advice, you know, but we're doing the things that we need to do to make sure that we can get this taken care of. So. Let's see, I'm just thinking here because it's been a hot minute since we've been on this map. So yeah, I've got these 3 fields here that we need to bale up. Ooh, start up some logging. Nice. What map are you playing on, Cajun? Hey, nothing wrong with having the logging itch. You know, I'm getting into stonework myself on Kinlag. Ooh, Ryzen Forest. Nice. The new DLC map. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've done any true logging, you know. No matter what map I go to, I cut down a few trees here and there, but nothing like actually dedicating everything to cutting down trees. So how do you like Kinleg there, Mr. Simulation YouTuber? I stream that one on Thursday and Saturday nights. Just started doing the stonework on the castle. Had to drop, what was it, 350 plus another 250, so 600,000. Yeah, $600,000 on 2 productions. Yeah, that hit that hurt the pocketbook. Sold pretty much everything I had just to get enough money to buy those productions. Dang, that's a lot of hours so far. It's actually pretty impressive. Do you stream at all, or do you just casually play by yourself? Yeah, that's my ultimate end goal on that map, is to build those two. And then the third goal is to find all the collectible message in a bottles. I found, is it 3 of the 12 or 4 of the 12? I think it's 3. Yeah, if I find a ruined structure, I'll go run around it real quick, take a look, look under bridges. Made the money by selling logs, yeah. There's a production out there that I use to assist in getting the revenue for the quarry and the mason, and that was the wood chip sawmill, or not the, it's the wood chip production. And just selling the activating the 3 different types of mulches in that production, that made me just over $200,000 for buying, and set me up good for what I needed. Oh no. Oh no, everybody. This is a first. This is a first. We're out of gas. Okay, well, I guess I need to do something. Let's go find one of my trucks. Okay, this one does not have the gas storage on it. I don't think this one does either. But this one, we should be able to put one of my different boxes on it. I can't remember if this box has that storage. Yes, it will. Okay, we're going to go ahead and refuel that. Get out and push. Yeah. Yeah, 10-ton machine. Let's get out and push the 10-ton machine. Yeah, I was not even paying attention to the fuel gauge on this thing, that tractor. Not in the slightest. Was not paying attention. I think 1,000 liters ought to do it. I didn't realize that that tank held that much. And that right there is the reason why I buy this style of box for the Super Duty. Oh, this one's the Chevy 3500. That's right. The silver 3500. But even on the Super Duty, I'll do the exact same thing as well. So let's go ahead and dump some fuel in there. All right. We'll just park that guy right there. And let's go get our baling done. Hey, there we go. It started right up. Nice. Okay. And we're back going again. You are from Ireland. Nice. I know the map isn't an Irish map, but did they actually do it justice being from that local area? Or centralized area up there, I should say. I've never been to Ireland or Scotland or England, so I don't know if the coastline looks like that. One of my favorite European maps is Paligny. I had a lot of hours on that one on one of my live streams. That one was I think that one was a very beautiful map. Good morning, Patrick. Welcome in. I forget I got a whole bunch of lumber up here to take care of, too. We'll do that in, like, November. We'll be chugging up the hill in a tractor. And I see Cajun is on Razoo Forest. We'll have to make sure to pull up his stream and give him some watch time.
Started off like that. Dark Forest, the final chapter, guys. Here we go. I did Davinci Resolve, but I found this Dark Forest final chapter. I'll try it and see how we go with it. Figure it out along the way, I guess. Be a learning experience for me.
Yep, this hill will slow down on any tractor I got. Yep, at the end of this baling season, we're going to have to restock the twine. This is field number 6. Oh no. Yeah, it's got a really good hill there. When the windrows from the combines are bigger than the machine can handle. Yep, we just got the farm right over there. Our new grain silo setup. We got straw coming out of the ears. We got so much straw, it's unreal. I'm gonna have to sell off a bunch of it in the winter months. What can we sell straw for? Tour vehicles, straw. Yep, December we'll have to sell it. You know, one of the 3 places. I wonder. Oh yeah, no, that's barley. Let's go back to straw. I wonder if Matsy increased the price of straw as well. Silage is 4 times what it was. So we'll have to take a load of straw up to see what it sells for. I don't know if I've sold any straw on this map before, so I can't remember. Because if we can get straw for 160 1,000, then I think it'd be really profitable to make sure that we sell it. It'll definitely pay for the diesel fuel that we use. Playing on the Alma map, I use the Challenger tractor, and I don't know if I have a Challenger on here, but it's basically this guy, 8RT style. That is my favorite tractor for baling. And I'll explain to you why when we come up to a location. And then I just realized I was driving on the wrong side of the road there. So we got a small pile up there in the corner. I'll explain as we get up there. The reason why I like that Challenger tractor for baling, number one is the horsepower. It's great horsepower, 410, 425, somewhere around that range. Number two is the maneuverability. That thing will turn on a dime. Number three is when I come up to these types of piles. Let's just hit this one right here. You see how the tractor kind of does a double bounce? When that single track goes over top of the pile, it's nice and smooth. There's no bounciness to it. And it just glides over these large piles. You can definitely get a pile big enough to where it will stop the tractor, mind you, and it'll stop any tractor. But it just sits there, it just glides right over top of them. It takes all the bounce out of a double wheel system, and we'll kind of zoom in on this. You see it'll bounce up and then does another additional bounce as the pile goes between the tires. Yeah, I just love that Challenger for baling. It's a great tractor. I love it. That, and it'll do 31 miles an hour down the road. Too much time on another map? Yeah, you could say that. I mean, considering, 7-8 hours ago I was just on that map, so I got used to driving left side of the road. Yeah, if we compare that Challenger to the John Deere guy, we got a top speed of 24, so I like having a little bit more speed getting down the roads. And some of those maps are, even though that they're a standard size map, they just feel so much larger. And, of course I'm talking about my Alma series. That's where that Challenger's on. It's just nice having a tracked vehicle be able to do 31 down the road. I still need to buy a larger tractor for pulling the grain carts I'm using currently on that map, so a slight hill will definitely overload that tractor when I got a full grain cart on it. Need to upgrade to a Stagger or something. But now we're back to Waseca County and the Case Farm. And I saw that there was a new mod for Case Staggers that came out here last week. We may have to add that mod to the list. Nothing against that one there or this one here or any of these, but I like options. Alright, we're on the last pass of the straw baling. Alright. And we're going to leave that straw bale in there because the next thing we'll do next month is more baling of the soybean straw coming up. Alright. We'll get this back to the farm, and then I need to step away for 1 to 2 minutes. No, I suppose I could raise it up so we can actually go a little faster. Oh, I had cruise control set at 16, that's why. Alright, everybody, I'll be right back. Give me just 2 minutes or so. All right. Okay, I got the perfect job for the AI worker to do next month. Some herbicide. Yeah, we'll put a couple of the AI workers to work. Let's move this guy out of the way. With our new cultivator that is only used for doing contracts. We gotta find a dedicated spot for this guy somewhere. All right. Okay, we need to unload this first. And then collection mode. There we go. Go through and start getting all of our straw bales picked up. And yes, there was a reason why we had straw bales on the trailer. I did a contract, and I forget what I was harvesting on that contract. But yeah, we did end up taking all the straw from that contract and brought it home. And jackknife ourselves. Alright, collect that bale. Come on. There we go. Just enough space for these 3 bales here. Perfect. Alright, and it should be just one more load of straw bales and we should be done. Yeah, there goes me trying to take the corner at, you know, mock Jesus. I'd like to see Matsy and his AI drivers do that corner at, you know, 60. Turn the collection on. It's a good thing I got bead locks installed on the semi, otherwise we'd be having to air up tires repeatedly. Now we'll click that one. I don't think we'll have enough room on the trailer. I think we're going to be like 3 or 4 slots short. Okay. So just so that we don't have to come back up here to get these. Okay, we got 2 more to pick up. And where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we definitely got a full load. Yeah, did not want to drive back for 4 more bells. Saved it. Come on. Okay, I guess we'll drive in the field over here. She did not want to turn properly. At least we didn't tip over. Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab that. How many bells do we have in here? 3? Oh, only 368 or 360. I thought we had a lot more than that. Anyway, let's get this guy back to the farm. We'll get it hooked up to the Super Bee. And then we'll grab the Case Pro. We'll get that hooked up to the baler. And I need to hook the Magnum up to the mower setup. And I'll make sure to get AI working on the mowing. Excuse me. And yep, I did destroy it. All because of a sudden urge to cough. Oh well. It's only a game. That's like one hail damage spot. Okay, we'll leave this guy parked right there. And I'm going to grab my toolbox. And, wow, they're both kind of destroyed. Okay. Okay, there's no weights on this, so we'll go get it hooked up to the mowers. Okay, let's turn those off. We don't need those going. And we'll grab the Case Pro. Still undecided on if I want a second harvester going in the field as well. Oh, I was like, what the hell? I mean, I still need to bring that combine over here. The semi-truck we can leave down there for now. Ramp. Alrighty. And what do we got in this? Okay, we got herbicide. That's perfect. Alright, I think we are ready to go to October. Oh, I do need to check on the cattle real quick. Okay, they got plenty of food there. Plenty of food. Plenty of food. Nothing, nothing. And, yep, they're good to go. Yep, let's jump to October. Alright, what's the weather look like for the month? Oh, yeah, it's going to be beautiful until 10 p.m. So, we'll just go to our map here. And we'll start that one. And we'll start that one. All right. They're doing their things. We got this field and that field. Ah, they planted wheat in field 4. Okay. Alright, I suppose let's get started on our soybeans. We're set up on straw swath. That's a lot of straw. That's a lot of straw. And then what's that? If I can remember the proper... Oh, I don't have that mod added. Gosh, I keep forgetting about that. Oh, man. It's one mod I keep forgetting to add to the list. Follow me. Okay. That's fine. We lost a lot of money on the loans. Haha. 23,000. Okay, we had our 2 workers complete their tasks. This guy will go ahead and create the job. Just go to right there. This guy will create the job. We'll see if they can get up there from here. Yep, figured they'd get blocked. I have no reason. Every time they leave my yard, they get stuck on my mailbox. I have no idea why they would do that. Okay. Okay, why I decided to do that, I don't know. There we go. Am I gonna make it to the end? Or at least to the pond? We'll find out. Nope. We're not gonna... It's not gonna happen. Excuse me. All the workers are getting stuck today. None of them want to work. I pay them good money, too. Excuse me. Yeah, I couldn't remember if I owned the AF11. Yep, we do own that one. Okay. Because I was still trying to figure out why we went through like $50,000 worth of money. Okay, who has completed their task? Okay, they got all the weeds done, so let's go ahead and bring this guy back. Yeah, just want to make sure that... Yep, everything. And there's a little spot right there. We just as well get it. We're right here. Okay, we got it that time. And that should be the only fields that we got to do. Yeah, we don't own anything else. As far as what's planted. Okay. And the AI worker doing the mowing, we'll just leave them, the mower up there. I'm not going to worry about bringing it back at the moment. Sorry, case of the yawns going on this morning. Hopefully I have enough diesel to finish this field. Maybe we'll run out again. Okay, so if I buy field 1 for $80 million, then I can buy the entire town and the roads along with this location over here. Okay, it's good to know. I don't have $80 million. Maybe in about 15 years I can have $80 million. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Let's just drive right over top of our windrow. I mean, just out of curiosity, what do we got for contracts? Yeah, we'll take care of that one off stream as well as that one. But we will send an AI worker out to do that one. Okay, so just south of us. Yep, we just well make some money while we're doing our own work. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get up to our next field. I think we'll take the road. That one's 24 acres plus another 23 acres, so yeah, 48 acres of soybeans. Not sure if I missed it or not, but can you fish on Waseca? To be honest, I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure you can, but I do not have the Highlands fishing DLC activated on this map, so I couldn't tell you for sure. Now, like I said, I have not tried it. If we go into the market here, and normally it's down in the miscellaneous section, I believe. And I think it's its actual own icon for the fishing pole. So, like I said, I don't have the DLC activated on the map, so I couldn't tell you for sure. I am going to come over here, grab my trailer, and I've got to step away for a few minutes, another bathroom break, and we're going to set up over top of the, we'll watch the AI worker do some weeding as I step away. And I'll be right back, everybody. Give me just a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back, everybody. Let's go ahead and enter the vehicle. Wonder if we'll be able to get this all in one more harvest load. And then before we head to the field up north, I need to get some diesel. So I'll go to our tank here when we're all done. So last night, I was doing some stuff with, Soul Bash. Or Stain Man, sorry. Wrong person. And I wanted to check out to see... Yep, our favorite colors are set up in here. I'll have to rename them. Yeah, we got some new colors that we're going to play with here on the upcoming maps that we do. Some different reds. Stain Man was nice enough to give us some colors to play with. 3 metallics, 1 glossy, and they all actually look pretty good on that trailer. And just to keep everybody in the loop on what is happening with the streams that we have going, we're still doing our Kinleg series. Like I said, we're doing that on Thursdays and Saturdays. Sundays we're doing our Waseca County as usual. And then Alma, Missouri, we're continuing that. You know, hopefully this coming week here we'll have a special treat of more than just one video. We're not expanding on that, but you know, I developed a backlog of videos for that, and there's going to be at least 2 this coming week that are going to be released. I am going to take some time off from live streaming just to sit back, recharge. We got some family coming over for this holiday week. Definitely want to spend some time with family, friends and family. It's always good to spend time with friends and family. The game is always going to be there. Don't worry about the game. You can come back. You can stop the game and come back to it anytime. And on Fridays, starting the week after Thanksgiving. Let me give you the exact date here. That's going to be on the 5th of December. We will be starting a new multiplayer series, Grizzly Bear Thing 5. Yes, that is his YouTube name, Grizzly Bear Thing 5. We completed our Welker Farm map series. To be honest with you, we were both just not happy with how that map was playing. It's a nice map. The idea that we had for the stream was a good idea, but there were some things that happened on it that we both came to an agreement that we wanted to end it as the idea that we had for that map as fast as we could. So we did. We have completed that, and we will be moving to a new map on December 4th. So stay tuned for what we have coming up on December 4th. We're also going to be as we do that map, we will be splitting it up between, and this is a little bit of a spoiler. We haven't released this out to anybody yet, but we will be also doing some recorded content for that map. So stay tuned for future recordings of that new map, new live stream series that we have going on. We both saw this new map, and we came to an immediate agreement that, yeah, we definitely want to go to this one. We toyed around with other ideas, other maps, and although we felt good with them, as soon as we saw this one, we're just like, yep, this is the one we're going to. And yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. We'll describe more as we get to it on the 4th. So stay tuned for that series coming up. We'll go get this guy emptied out. And no, we could not complete the... Yeah, we didn't even get close to completing that in one hopper load of the combine. I didn't know if we would be able to or not. And these soybeans will take directly over to the ethanol plant. Speaking of which, let's go to our ethanol plant. Okay, so it has gone through all of the stuff that we got in there. We got some sorghum meal that we need to sell, some soybean meal, ethanol, and diesel. I'm not even going to look at the price on that right at the moment. Well, maybe we will. Prices. The price of diesel. We're at the low part, so we need to wait till January, February for that. And then we got ethanol. We need to wait till March for that. And then we got sorghum meal and soybean meal. I can't remember. Do those go in here? So we need corn and canola. Okay, sorghum and soybean meal. Let's take a look at those. Yeah, we just missed the high price for those. Well, for the sorghum. Soybean, well, I guess we'll hit in March. Okay. So we get a few months to go before we have to sell any of the stuff out of the ethanol plant. But it's kind of surprising that the animals don't eat the soybean or sorghum meal. I don't know if the pig food mixer that we could put on here would do any of that. We would have to build it first to try it out, but okay. So this one will take corn, canola, soybean meal, mineral feed. Is that oats? So the pig food does look like it'll take the sorghum meal and the soybean meal. So, and then potatoes and sweet sugar beets. Excuse me. So yeah, the pigs will take the other two, and since we're not doing pigs on this map, we don't have to worry about keeping the soybean or sorghum meal. And I just want to make sure that, yeah, because then canola meal is up here. Yeah, the yellow flour. But I do like planting the sorghum, soybeans, canola, and corn. And unfortunately, we don't have any corn left for doing our ethanol production with it. Because if we go back here to the ethanol plant, we get diesel out of canola, diesel out of soybeans. Excuse me. And then ethanol out of corn and sorghum. So that's why we're planting all the sorghum, all the canola, all the soybeans. So we can make that diesel and ethanol. We should be able to make some good money out of that. Forget even, oh, we got 114,000 liters of diesel, 89,000 liters of ethanol. And then we got some good money sitting right there. These two will go into our animal food as usual. Which, speaking of which, yeah, we need to drop some more silage in here. We'll turn that one off because we don't have any canola. Yeah, we're making plenty of, if we really wanted to, we could sell some TMR, but that's a little too much money that we'd be making on this map. I'm trying to avoid using TMR. Okay. Turn that off. Okay, let's go and grab our auger wagon. Steering's gonna be fun with this. Steering's definitely gonna be fun. Alright, guys, go ahead. Yeah, I tried to turn and it did not turn. I wonder what field that is. We may have to buy that field. barley. Yeah, we may have to buy this field of barley. We need 2 million. I think we'll buy this one first, though. And then maybe 7. And then maybe 4. Yeah, 2 million's out of our price range right at the moment. And I did want to buy these two sometime in the near future along with this one here. Because I want to get to the point where I actually have corn to be able to make some ethanol out of. Instead of that, and I don't know if, when it gets down to it, if we're going to have enough silage for our cattle industry that we're doing. I can't believe I actually lowered the auger on that. Alright, we'll get this taken over, get this dumped, head up to the north field. We'll start working on that one. In fact, what we'll do is we'll send the AI workers up. We'll see if AI can drive this up there. My guess is probably not. Create job. Go to... And we own this field right here, so we'll drop them off right there. And then we want... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and enter that vehicle. Yep. blocked by an object. I guess we'll drive them up ourselves. Oh my gosh. Target is unreachable. Well, yeah, when you got, you know, your face slammed into the front windshield of the harvester and you can't see now because of the tears in your eyes. But I think what we'll do is we'll get the AI worker going on the harvesting up here. And then I'll start on some baling, doing some other things. Maintain the status quo of the harvester emptying and stuff. Yeah, the only section of the road that's wide enough for all traffic is right there. When we get up to that field, we'll stop at the gas station up there and get diesel. to make sure to hit every vehicle with the header. That way we assert our dominance on the roads. Yep, we definitely want to buy that field. And I need to come up here and finish some mowing spots. But we'll do that at another time. Well, they still need to replace that stop sign marker. Anybody behind us? Hey, surprisingly, no. And as promised, we got to get some diesel. I wanted to look to see if there was any additional canola. Eight, 6, 5, and 11 are all harvested. 16 is growing. So yeah, not too much other canola on the map. 14, 23, 27, 33, 34 acres of canola from those four. These two are 24 acres. Yeah, that's all right. Oh wait, I'm not hooking up to this. I need to. My bad. Need to hook up to it like this. Oh, we was almost there. There we go. And like I said, we're going to get the AI worker going on this. No course detecting my patootie. There we go. Oh, wait. I actually need to do that. Alright. Now let's try it. And we'll see if we can jump out right here. Okay. We had 28,000 liters. Yeah, we had about 50-50. Alright, let's put that back on the front. Maybe. Maybe it's on the front. I don't know yet. Oops, sorry, school bus. Sorry, not sorry. Watch out for trucks entering roadway. Whip it good. It's taking me a while to pass them on the outside. Saved it. Ah, that's what I need to do. I need to just get a little closer to them. That way they stop. Okay. Now that we got that going, let's go ahead and check on the contracts here. We got another hoeing job. Let's go ahead and accept that contract. And where are they at? Right there. Yep, trying to take a back road route. There we go. All right. I don't know if that was any faster, but made me feel better. And that field. Okay. And we'll start AI again. I'm trying to get up their AI worker. Okay, we'll let them make the corner. Why they sit there and monkey around lifting the header the entire time, I have no idea. It's like, just make the bloody corner. And then they drop it. Okay, they're gonna continue. We'll get started on some baling. And then when we see the AF11 get down to 15,000 liters, we'll switch up there and do the unloading process again and again and again. And we'll see if we can get that field harvested in an hour or less. There is a method to my madness here. And the madness has now ended. Just continuing to look at the contracts. We got harvesting, and wood transport. That'll be interesting if we do that one. But that'll be off screen if we do that one. Doo-doo. Okay. F11's at 8,800 liters. I want to take a look at something here. $261 horsepower for that guy. Duty. It's no big deal. The reason why I looked at that for the Case Pro was for this. If we go with the 7488, that's 235 horsepower. I know that's enough horsepower to pull this K-brand baler, which is 195 requirement. Or we sit there and do something like this. We get this guy. With the crawler tracks. Who parked that harvester there? It's in my way. We're at 14,000 liters. We got one lap around this field. Okay, nearly full tank. Let's go up there. We need this guy right here. Enter. Okay, perfect. Well, I guess I get to wait. Because I'm not driving in my soybeans just to get him unloaded. Yep, I see you flashing there. And there's no way that I can reach them until they get up to there. Alright. Extend your auger. Come on. Do it. There we go. Oh, really? Oh, I'm full. Okay. That makes sense then. And they were almost empty anyway. They got 398 liters in there. Okay, so while that's doing that, let's go ahead and head back to our baler. That actually worked out a lot better than I could have ever hoped for. Didn't have to drive far to get the unloading done, and ended up right at the trailer. Right at the semi. And you had to drop the bale right there, didn't you? It's alright. We can miss it. We miss everything. I'm out of coffee. Okay, that hoeing contract's about done. Any other hoeings? Nope, no hoeings. But I got those two. Nope, we're pretty much done on contracts for this live stream. We're just gonna finish up what we got going on. Hopefully we can get the harvesting done before 11, so about 30 more minutes. And then we'll see what we got left on that. Yeah, we won't worry about the baling. The baling can be done off stream. AI worker F has completed their task. That was the hoeing job. Doot 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 doot. Okay, harvester's at 11,000, 12,000 liters. Where are they at in their field? Okay, it looks like they started on the north side and it's heading south. That's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and collect on that. Collect on that. Excuse me. Okay, they're at about 15,000 liters. Let's head on up here, grab this guy. And we'll just finish the unload. There we go. And they missed some. Okay. I guess that's, yeah, we'll finish that off. Do 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 do. Yep, get that auger extended there, boy. I don't think we actually got this harvester to stop at all yet. Unload on the goes. Heck yeah. That's what I like to see. They don't stop. We don't waste time. And they've got 2,000 liters left. And we'll just unload all the way to the end. Okay. We'll move this guy just out of the way over here. Live in a state of dystopia. Do 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 do. Enter this guy. There we go. Do 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 do. Come on, get around the corner. There we go. That's why I want a tractor with a little bit more ponies. But that'll come in time. That'll come in time. This isn't my Riverbend Springs map where I have, you know, 40 tractors on the farm. Basically one tractor for every piece of equipment, trailer, things like that. I've got too many tractors on that farm. And they're all John Deere. I've got like, what is it, like 3 harvesters. Three or 4 semis. I only have 1 grain trailer for the semis. Although that's the map where, you know, hey, seagull. I'm running unrealistic stuff for everything because I own the entire map. Kind of need that so that I can actually progress fast. But yeah, this map, this is a different map. I've started off, you know, small. It's kind of maintained. Did get the Colossus forage harvester for the corn silage, but, you know, we got rid of that. It was wasting money for us, I think. And what all is ready to harvest? Just, we got 3 more fields down to the south. One of them's cotton. That red one is sugar beets, if I remember correctly. And we do have the harvester all ready for that one. But that's a offline job. It just takes way too much to do that one. Too much time, too much energy, too much insanity. Come on, little tractor, you can do it. And they've got like 1, 2, maybe 3 more passes left of that soybean field. Maybe 3. Could be 2. Okay, we'll get spun around here and then we'll go unload the harvester. Alright, let's get in this guy, enter the vehicle. I doubt they'll reach the end. So we'll just kind of follow back a little bit. Yeah, they may. They're 18,000 liters. They may be able to reach the end. Six, 7, 8, 9, 19. And we're going to get this guy set up to where we should be able to pull in right quick. and they'll do this weird... Oh, they didn't do the weird... Yeah, they will. And of course, we'll just come back over here. We got one down and back left to go. Then we'll go back up there and we'll catch him and finish him off. That field didn't produce as much as I was hoping. Yeah, it's more yeller than anything. Chartreuse. Hello. Coffee delivery. Can't beat that.
Not much, but
Yeah, that's fine.
there you go.
Thank you. And looks like the AI worker is almost done. They are done. Perfect. AI worker C has completed their task, which is aka Jamie or James. Okay. Alright, let's come up over here. Enter the vehicle. And I'm just looking around for any stray stalks of soybeans. Do 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 do. Alright, let's grab our harvester over here. And I do want to take a look at. Okay. So just that little spot right there and that. Alright. Come on, I thought I started you. There we go. Bounce. Do 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 do. All right, look at that. We're doing pretty good there, everybody. Yeah, we just caught the last end of the dump, and we ended up with almost 86,000 liters of soybeans off of this field. The other field, which was this one right here, we had about 100,000 liters. And if we go into our ethanol plant, I think, yep, it's in, oh, that's, what do we got? 108,956 liters. So we got almost 200,000 liters of soybeans off those two fields. Not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, we'll take that up to the shop here in a little bit. But yeah, our cases are working wonderful. We got Bellstorm on tour now, you know, go check them out. They're at the great gig in the hay, you know, yeah. I want to thank you all for coming in and joining us today on Waseca County. I'm glad to have you all here. Thank you, Patrick, Simulator, YouTube, Cajun Savage, and everybody else. Even though you are lurking, we thank you. Please make sure to hit that like button. It greatly improve the channel. We're almost at 200 subs here, trying to break the 250 mark. And if you have not subscribed, please do that. Make sure to hit that bell notification as well. That way you don't miss any of our content that we bring out. And until the next stream, like I said, this week we are going to take off. So it'll probably be either Saturday night or Sunday. Not sure which day we'll be back on for our stream. But if you see us on a live stream, make sure to check us out. And until then, we'll catch you all later. Bye, everybody.